This is by far one of the hardest things I've ever attempted on Civ. We are using the One Era Behind mod today. Now, if you haven't heard about this mod, it is the brainchild of Inquisitive Otter, a fantastic Civ 6 YouTuber that I'm sure you've heard of. If you haven't, his description is in the link below, as well as a lot of other YouTubers who are all taking on this challenge at the same time. You're going to be just swamped with just people playing this mod. The premise of the mod is quite simple. You start a regular Deity game. You can choose whatever you want to play. So today we're playing as Australia. It's a Deity primordial 6-player map. The only catch is that you start one era behind the Deity AI. That's right, the Deity AI is starting in the classical era. I can't tell you how horrific that is. The computer starts with a 4 population capital, which is an amazing start. It starts with builders, it starts with traders, it starts with 5 spearmen, and, even better, it starts with all of the techs and civics in the ancient era. That's right, the AI, this Deity AI, starts with pottery, asthma husbandry, mining, all the way through to wheel, masonry, and bronze working. They will be starting the game working on this stuff in the classical era. This is a huge disadvantage. You can imagine receiving the request from Inquisitive, hey, do you want to try this mod? I'm sure it'll be really fun. And I'm looking at it thinking, yeah. Okay, let's think about this. Like every other YouTuber on planet Earth at the moment, I put one of these comment questions on the communities tab that popped up onto YouTube and swamped all of your homepages. Sorry about that again, but I asked you, if you were up against overwhelming forces, who would you play as? And you guys overwhelmingly picked Australia for me. Thank you. Australia's fantastic. They really are. Citadel Civilization means 2 things. Firstly, if I'm being picked on by the Deity AI, I get 100% production if they declare war on me. That is amazing. Even better, the liberation, if I get the same bonus by liberating a city, that effectively means that if I am on top of the game and I am abusing the AI with liberation and war and all kinds of things, then I get extra production as well. Do you come from a land down under? Honestly, they get everything. Extra housing, culture bombs from pastures, yields from campuses, commercial hubs, holy sites and theatre squares, a +1 or +3 and a charming or breathtaking tiles. Honestly, quite honestly, this is nuts. Outback stations are amazing as well. Food and production. Australia are fantastic. And that's a good thing, because the Deity AI has just everything available to them. They can build scientists, writers, prophets, all from pretty much square one. They have all of the technology and the civics they need to really start jumping on great people. So my usual strategies with early game war, puppeting city-states, and just jumping on an early game religion are going to be really tough. To make it even more fun, as you can see, I have Apocalypse, Dramatic Ages, Heroes and Legends, Monopolies and Corporations, and Secret Societies mode all on as well. Because I thought, in for a penny. I can't go for an early religion. It's not going to work. The AI already has astrology researched. I'd have to jump on it. They've got population 4. They've got more production than I can. All of the religions will disappear. I can take someone else's religion and I can build faith to use on things like heroes, but I can't guarantee I'm going to get a religion. That leaves me the other victory types. Diplomatic victory, I'm going to just see if I can get one of those. I'm not going to aim for it, but you can normally cheese a diplomatic victory by voting the right way. Culture, again, may be hard, but if I can pick up a couple of good luxury monopolies, this is a primordial map, so the luxuries may be scattered a little bit randomly over it, but if I can pick those up, you never know, cultural victory may be possible. Science, I'm going to be up against it, but I back myself. I think I could get a science victory against this AI if I was optimized enough, and Australia does have a pretty good science base. That leaves domination. Domination against such an overwhelming force is going to be tricky, but I think it's the only way. I'm starting so far behind on this map. I need to take over the enemy. I need to steal their cities. I need to be working on that in order to try to catch back up. If I can take over at least one other AI, I may just do that. So for Australia, I've started with a really low appeal start, but this is a start that could get higher appeal. There's a lot of lakes and coast, which is always a really good thing. There's a little bit of forest, but mainly it's rainforest, but rainforest can be chopped down. That's fine. We've got a lot of 4-yield tiles as well. They're tricky starts, but generally speaking, you can get a pretty rapid start. And look at that, I've already got a 5 tile, the bananas being worked. And look at that, truffles has appeared. That's an amazing tile as well. Okay, so our capital's going to be fantastic. It changes my start a little bit. I do have a reef here. That's good. Appeal is terrible, but you can see there are 3 tiles here that have a lot of water on them that also have the reef next to them. So we've got some really good campus adjacency spots here. This should be decent. If I can at least get charming going, that's a +3. And I can get +4 by putting more districts around it. So I think that's got to be good, but I've got to go for a scout start, and I need to actually, instead of going for astrology, which is normally what I would go for, or sailing, which is kind of a bit pointless, we're going to beeline towards bronze working if we can. That means building a little bit of an army. We have dramatic ages on as well, so early settling may not be necessarily the best thing for me, just quite frankly because if I get a dark age, I'm going to lose the city immediately. So yeah, this is going to be really tricky. Oh my god, look at all this marsh. This has got a Magnus start written all over it. You are kidding me. It's turn 8 and someone had built the Hanging Gardens. Oh my god. That is horrific. That is absolutely horrific. There's 2 mountains here though with a tile that's already on charming with 2 rainforests next to it. That means that's going to be a lovely +5 for me. Yeah, science has got to be the way I go here, I think. Bandar Brunei. The only thing I'm thinking, and this is something that I'm sort of considering here, the AI starts incredibly advanced. They have tech that gives them spearmen, and they're only 1 tech away from getting swordsmen right off the bat, which they're probably going to go for. As soon as the AI gets swordsmen, however, all the city-states are going to be advancing to swordsmen themselves, which means instead of, if I want to go aggressive on an enemy AI, instead of building my own army, stealing city-state armies is actually not a bad idea. So actually, maybe the Armani start has got to be the thing that I'm going for here. Maybe the Armani start. If we're going to do that, then I need to save my gold per turn. It's all about just retaining as much gold per turn as we can. Oh god, already the map has started flooding absolutely everywhere. Oh, I forgot how hyper-real this map was. Yerevan. Oh. Apostle units can choose from any possible promotion. Are people going for a religion already? Yeah, it's turn 12 and someone's going for religion. I just don't think I'm going to get a religious victory, so I can't do it. But, Oracle built on turn 13. Oh my god. We'll try and get a Pantheon. I actually don't know what's going to be left because the AI will already have all 5 Pantheons sorted by now, I suspect. There's a Barb camp killed. That boosts me military tradition and puts me on 1 Barb killed. I need to kill 3 for bronze working. That helps. Their scout attacked me. I mean, sure. Samarkand. Okay. Okay, we didn't get the envoy with Samarkand, which means someone is around there. Spearman training, merchant, and masonry. Some unusual requests from city-states there, but we will keep an eye on that if we can. Hattusa as well. Okay, so we're finding a lot of city-states around us, which is interesting. That means we've either got targets, if we want to take them over and try and get into the game that way, or we've got allies. Owls of Minerva may be a good choice. Sanguine Pact might be quite a good choice. I don't know at the moment, quite frankly. I haven't made that decision yet. Look at the size of this rainforest, though. Oh my god, can you imagine if that set fire? I mean, not that we would set fire to it, but I absolutely am going to do that. Catholicism is already in the world. It's feeding the world. You can see Stonehenge has just been built as well, so, yeah, the AI are getting on that pretty quick. Ooh, Eye of the Sahara. That's nice. Again, it's all about getting hero score if we can help it. No joke. No joke, Himiko again, the first hero we find. As well as the Void Singers. Okay. Okay, that's a lot to think about. Have a look. 2 AIs are going for a religion. That's the 2nd and 3rd religion. Scientists, someone's already jumping on those as well. So, in terms of Pantheon, because of course the Settler is not a thing, really the choice is kind of ours as to what we want to do. Now, I'm always tempted for Goddess of the Hunt where we have a camp that can be put into our capital, but at the moment that doesn't appear to be really doing much for me, purely because, well, it's the only camp available. We do have some plantations around though, lots of bananas, and lots of luxuries that involve plantations, like silk, for instance, is a good example. Saying that though, Australia has so much housing, I'm tempted to believe that fertility rights would be really useful. The 3 build is always very exciting, and the city growth rate being 10% higher, that just helps to get a little bit of population in. So we'll do that for now. I think that's probably the best thing to do. Saying that, I've just found 2 more truffles. So yeah, camps. Ugh, would have been a great idea. We don't have to choose a secret society now. I think Armani would be a fantastic one to get in, the Armani start. See if we can, but the thing is, it's only warriors at the moment, 265 gold. It would help me with an early game army. But until they upgrade, I don't know if it's worth it. So do we go for Magnus just to get Groundbreaker in, so I can start chopping down these rainforests? I think I might have to. Let's do that first, and then we'll go for Armani after. Certainly lots of space, from what I can see. This has got to be a good thing. Byzantium. Okay, that's intriguing. We've met somebody. That's got to be a good thing. So we're on 1 tech. They're on 12. I'm on 24 points. They're on 140. Someone's on 179. Oh wow. Okay, that's intriguing. They also don't like me particularly, but I'll send them a delegation anyway, just because. Oh, did you see that? They've got all the luxuries as well. Oh, sorry, strategics. Lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm tempted to settle 5 tiles away on this floodplain. Settling on a floodplain on an apocalypse mode map is always a bad idea, but I just don't know where else I could. I could put it in the middle of the rainforest maybe. Keep searching, keep exploring around. These tiles are pretty good, so I could go and settle in this sort of direction. Keeping an eye out for high appeal. Look, there's some lovely high appeal over in this direction, so I could go and settle around the coast a bit. Actually, that might not be a bad move. Thing is, I don't want to settle. I want to wait 10 turns until settling. It's painful, but if I settle now, then I'll lose the city to a Dark Age. Okay, there's a load of desert over in that direction. Got another settler on the way. 3 turns for another settler. And as I said, it's making sure I can work this reef, I think, would be the best thing for me. Because if I can get some nice, appealing tiles going. Like this tile, for instance, is already a +3 campus, which is pretty damn good. So I kind of want to be doing that if I can. So maybe putting a city there is not a bad thing. So this settler, unfortunately, there's this desert, and the desert seems to be pretty comprehensively huge, which isn't a great thing, so I can't really rely on that too much. So maybe I do have to go inland a little bit. I think I might have to do that. Well, that's interesting. Bandar Brunei is now actually taking a load of damage from a volcano. Oh, of course. Oh, that's intriguing. That actually leaves the place nice and open for me, in theory. I could wander my army in and go and take it, especially if I had a hero like Himiko. The Congo. Oh, well, we had at least one person who wasn't going to set a religion up, so that's not a bad thing. Gaul. Okay, so we've got some aggressive people on this map, actually. Oh, they're over in this direction. Interesting. None of the leaders, though. We haven't met the leader of this game yet. Interesting. Congo's on 15 techs. I'm on 2. We're already 13 techs behind. Oh, for God's sake, Bandar Brunei just killed that barb camp. I really wanted to kill that thing. I've been waiting to chop some rainforest down. Oh, maybe I've got to do this the hard way. I was waiting to get that last barbarian kill, but I just haven't been able to find any of the damn things. Ugh, never mind. Yerevan has just been killed as well. To be fair, all of these city-states are right next to volcanoes, so maybe I don't actually want any of them. Everyone's in a golden age. Good to them. I have writing. That is fantastic. I briefly saw a barbed scout over here. That's awesome. Hong Kong. Somebody's met. Okay, there's someone around here. I think, to be fair, now is a good time to settle because I'm not going to lose any more cities to Dark Ages. So we'll settle 1 there. We'll settle 2 here. I seem to have picked up a huge tech boost for whatever reason, so I can now do bronze working in 1 turn. I will take that. Yeah, I just got a huge boost from something. I'm not entirely sure what would have given that to me, but sure. So there's bronze working. Bronze working is fantastic. That means I can now start to chop down this hideous rainforest in my capital. Rainforest, Let's chop it down. 21 food, 21 production. That's a nice boost for my capital. And I'm going to immediately start to put the campus in. Look at that lovely +3 already. Okay, I don't think that +3 is what it will be. I mean, hopefully it'll get to a +5, but actually a +3 on a nice appeal tile. That's not too bad an idea, actually. Chopping this down. 1 turn away from the campus now. And look at that. Already, this is a charming tile. And this, even though it's got marshland on it, is a breathtaking tile. So that is going to be a +5 campus. Victoria. It's England. I salute you, my queen. Lovely to meet you. How is Victoria doing? Victoria's in second. That's wonderful. You can see I just got the boost for building a campus, a +3 on scratch. Hopefully, I should get a golden age this time round. That would be delightful. Yeah, and yes, I'm not even messing about. I think Himiko has got to be who I go for. In fact, actually, that's intriguing because I could go for Himiko in a second city because I don't need the gold because I can just use Himiko to buy the troops in. You can see Bandar Brunei has at least 1 swordsman. How much units have they got? 465, so that's a lot of units. Yeah, I'm doing it. Sod it. Okay, we're going to get the monument in, and then in my second city, I'm going to be getting the devotion to Himiko. That leaves my capital with its high production to get a second hero in a bit later. I managed to get friendship with the Congo. That's a good thing. I've got at least 1 friend. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm actually going to go for the Armani strat. I'm going to send her to Yerevan in order to become suzerain with that city-state. Himiko will get me suzerainty with Bandar Brunei. And that should unlock more heroes for me. Don't forget, the more you are friends with city-states, the more heroes you unlock. There's Himiko. Okay, wonderful. She's pretty good. Bandar Brunei just keeps getting battered by volcanoes, which is not ideal for it, but I can now use her to go and take over suzerainty with someone. I mean, the thing is, Byzantium only has 135 military strength. I don't know how this is possible, but look at all these swordsmen. In theory, that's enough for me to go and take Byzantium on, especially if I've got a battering ram. This is intriguing. Yes, they start a long way ahead of me, but I can claw my way back into this. There we go. Our first suzerain. Moi. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. That means I can put luxuries down. Intriguing. I now have Provision Magnus in. Once I've got a government into this city, I can truly now think about just jumping, absolutely jumping on settlers. Mulan. Okay. Some intriguing hero choices here. Not who I was after. I was kind of after Hercules or Beowulf. Those two they're just brilliant. The other option is England. England only have 169 military strength and probably will go rampant later into the game. Bandar Brunei may not be a bad option. In fact, there's Beowulf. Okay. Okay. I think Beowulf's gotta be a thing. Yeah, sod it. We're gonna go for it. Oh, Hippolyta. Oh, I do like Hippolyta. Oh. Advantage to her is that she heals every turn. She's wonderful at raiding cities. Whereas Beowulf is really good at taking enemy units out. Oh, that's a good question, that. I think we'll stick with Beowulf for now, but that's close. That is a close choice. I'm not entirely sure I've got the right answer to that one. Look at that, a +6 campus. Nice. Hashtag Australia problems, eh? Next up is I'm going to try and steal Hong Kong from England. I mean, she's got a genuine hold over that city-state, but I could go for it. Although Yerevan has actually also got a pretty decent army, although it's unfortunately the wrong side of the map. So Yerevan probably is not the option for me at the moment. How much has Hong Kong got? 365. That's not bad, actually. So yeah, Armani, in you go to Hong Kong. I'm going to lose, unfortunately, Yerevan, but if I can get Hong Kong, that'll be pretty useful. So off you go. Oh, even better, Hong Kong is currently in the process of upgrading all their troops. That's brilliant. Just trading a luxury over right at the beginning of the game. It's not what I like to do, but it gives me the money that I could now purchase in a battering ram, which is almost certainly going to be needed in my war against England. Okay, government-wise, oligarchy, it's got to happen. That +4, it's very, very important. Now that's interesting. Not only is the computer settling like crazy over here, but England have forward settled Gaul. That's crazy, and actually a really good liberation opportunity later in the game if we want a little bit of extra just, production, it'll be brilliant. Right, I've now have control over Hong Kong. My last charge of Himiko, we're going to use her rule. Lovely. That's unfortunate. England think my army is at her borders. Troops are merely passing by. I'm going to lie to her. That's not the best result for me, actually, but we're just going to have to live with that for a little bit. I'm going to put one more envoy in with Hong Kong quickly, just because I do not want to lose this one. Anasai, oh, wonderful. We've got all of the heroes needed to manipulate that delightful, cheesy Monopoly culture victory if we can get it. We've also now got Beowulf. Beowulf is fantastic. For no reason whatsoever. I think a Warlord's Throne would suit us very well. Appease the gods. Ooh. Actually, we do want to build up some powerful soothsayers. That would be a pretty good idea for us. So I might actually just get a soothsayer. How much is one of those? This is 100 faith. Lovely. That's pretty good. In fact, this warrior, I need you to come back. Actually, you can wait, I guess, by the volcano, or actually you can come back to another volcano. It actually bothers to do this properly and denounce England. Oh, a tornado just tore through England's land, breaking everything. Which would be entertaining if it wasn't the fact that I kind of wanted to steal it all. Okay, Birmingham, London, Manchester, 3 cities, 2 of which have walls. Interesting. So I'm on 10 techs and England is now on 19. Somehow I'm catching up. I think it's because the early game techs are a lot easier to sort of jump through. I'm just trying to think about the best things to do. Do I want to just try and get Himiko back and safe quickly? I don't want her attacked, ideally. Actually, she could be protected if I stuck her there. Okay. We are now 3 turns away from the Warlord's Throne, which will give me access to Victor, as well as making sure that I can get the extra production from making this kill. Manchester is the easiest target, but I'll lose it really quickly, so ideally I'd like to take London at the same time. That involves getting Beowulf in, destroying as much of England's army as I can, and then going from there. I've actually managed to isolate some of England's army just on this sort of border here. They're bringing their spearmen back, but they can't do anything with that at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly see if I can make some joint war. This is why it's always worth checking. Look at that, Byzantium offering me 21 gold per turn and some strategics to go to war with England. Yes, I absolutely will do that. They will give... Look, even Gaul is going to give me stuff to actually join in with this war. 100 gold. 100 gold. Yeah, I'll take that, so they're in. And the Congo haven't met England yet. Okay, well, we've got some allies. Now, first step, protect Himiko. Good. That's the first best step. Second step is we need to get the battering ram into London. I think going this way around is the easiest way. London's got some good wonders. Oracle, the Hapadana. Oh my god, what's wrong with me today? Oh dear. Right, Beowulf. There is a spearman and a galley. I don't know which one will get destroyed if I challenge. The spearman does. That's probably the better result for me. All the rest of my units can very easily and comfortably start making their way in. Okay, lots of attacks. Their cities do barely any damage. It's probably because I've got Himiko in at the moment and stopping most of that damage from being taken. The main priority for me here is getting rid of England's units. If I can do that, that will help me massively. The scout is going to go and just plunder this trade route for a bit of extra gold. You can see these spearmen have left themselves incredibly isolated. That's 1 kill already. And then we'll get an attack on this one. So pulling units forward. Keeping an eye on Himiko. I don't think... Actually, I could use the swordsman next turn just to get Manchester weakened a little bit. I just need to make sure that my units don't take too much damage as I advance. Oh, they're actually throwing their units on me and letting them die. Oh dear, that's not a good strategy for you. Double trade route plunder, bump. Oh, 100 and 100, nice. That's a little bit of that's nice. We like that. There we go. Sacrifice his warrior to the volcano gods. Oh, yeah. Okay, 25 strength and 36 Basil's got at the moment. I need to get sacrificing. I'm sorry, some of these early game scouts they are now tribute. Actually, we can make friends with everyone now, I think. Look at this. This is perfect. Okay, so we're friends with everyone in the game except England. And England are not doing so well out of this arrangement at the moment. Warlord's Throne is done, as I mentioned, so we're going to go Manchester in for 1 attack, followed by 2. That's the city taken. Lovely. Now, the loyalty is just going to evaporate, but that's not what we're doing this for. Himiko in you get. Right, now she's giving her glorious reign and all the powers involved from that to everybody, which means that now we can attack into London. I'm just going to get rid of that galley. That should hopefully bring down the city strength a little bit. Yeah, look, it's a lot weaker now. The walls are now gone. So London is on 33 strength, and now I go 1 attack, 2 attacks, and let's actually heal this guy. As mentioned, and as promised, in comes Victor into Manchester. Keep it safe. Keep it secret. I may have just pressed the wrong button, and I may have just started a forest fire. I don't know what that's going to mean for everybody. It's going to mean a lot of this, I feel. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're just going to turn our backs on that and just pretend it didn't happen, I think. 1 attack into London, 2 attacks into London, and 3. That is the city taken. Drama and poetry. Oh, how lovely. How very kind of you. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh. That's the one thing that's quite good about taking a city from somebody that's technologically above you. Okay, right, now, loyalty-wise, the only big problem I've really got is Birmingham. If I just quickly keep that city, we'll just see what this looks like. Minus 20 still. That's a lot of enemy pressure. Alright, that's fine. We don't mind that. Beowulf does its thing. Beautiful. Lovely, lovely stuff. Getting all of the units now in on Birmingham. We'll do the same job here. The Hermetic Order. That would be an interesting choice. I haven't found either of the ones I was looking for at the moment, which would be the Owls of Minerva or the Sanguine Pact. A little bit confused about whether to wait for these ones or not. Beowulf is still doing a very good job of challenging. I might sacrifice him actually to get the epic. That's not a bad idea. Look at that. Oh, look at all these great works I found. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Which one's this one? Yeah, that is the Epic of Beowulf. Okay, great. I've got some amazing tourism already. Let's just do that attack in. Lovely. And then I guess, these are city-state troops. I don't need to particularly look after them. I can just throw them in. There's the Owls of Minerva. Okay. Tempted to go for them. Here's the interesting thing though. Catholicism, choral music, warrior monks. The 2 people who haven't made a religion is the Congo, who can't, and England, who I'm killing. I could still get a religion, as crazy as that sounds. Also, this campus, which is a 5 science campus, is charming 3. If I put a district here, like, for instance, a holy site, that makes that a 7 campus, alongside this one, which is a 6 campus. Oh yes, this is good. Keep attacking everyone. I need Birmingham as quickly as we can, please. How many turns have I got left on this? 1 turn on Manchester and 2 turns on London. Oh, that is so close. That is so close. Oh my goodness. Is it possible to get just a little bit more loyalty in? Yes, it is. I could pick up this one. That gives a little bit more loyalty. I could also get decentralization. That's not bad at all either. Okay, so that gives all cities with 6 or less population 4 loyalty per turn. There we go. Look at that. Another 2 turns and another. Okay, no, that should be fine. I should be able to keep on hold of all of these now. We're losing a little bit of gold from my capital doing that. It's not the end of the world though. 1 attack in, 2 attacks in. That is Birmingham taken. and keep the city. Let's just check the loyalty. Oh yeah, positive loyalty everywhere. These cities are now mine, including 3 lovely harbour districts, some wonders, a commercial hub. Yeah, these things are making a ton of gold per turn. If I just have the Empire view on, look, 4, 6 gold. That's a 2 gold there, that's a 2 gold there. We've got some lovely tiles. Oh yeah, I am pleased with how this has turned out. This is good. Ursa Ryan says yes to this. Oh, we're drawing on 50, but I can just about sacrifice this guy, which means we win. We get lots of faith per turn and a 3 soothsayer. Thing is, now I've got 6 monuments going, so I'm tempted to go Void Singers now, because that would be a huge amount of faith per turn and I could get my heroes back really quickly. Oh yeah, now that I can get a religion, I feel like it's the clever move. So we've got a lot of faith per turn now. Settlers, campus, conscription. Look at this, 46 science per turn now. This is good. We are up to 4th in the score. I'm on 12 techs. I'm only 6 behind Gaul. That's not bad, really. I mean, we're going to lose most of our army very soon, but that's okay. It had its purpose. We've now jumped through. Oh my god, as well, my soothsayers are plague bearers. They automatically besiege enemy cities. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Yeah, it's a total surrender from England. That's good. Yes, I've got grievances with them, but they're not long for this world because Sheffield is almost dead and I won't be the one to get the killing blow. So England just had their last city taken and it was razed. It was razed. Oh, that is brutal. And I like the style. Was that the Gaul that did that? Yeah. Okay, well, England are out of the game. That's one last thing to worry about. I hope they don't go for Hong Kong, but if they do, that's a good chance to get a liberation war going, which is exactly what Australia like. So I can't complain about that one. You can see we are now rocketing through the techs. I'm on 16 techs as opposed to 19. I'm catching up quick because my 52 science per turn is basically fueled by 3 campuses, which have a +3, +6 and +7. And I'm also getting libraries in those buildings now as well, which is good. I'm also building a couple of galleys into this lake. I wouldn't normally do that, but it's worth it because both of these cities are now on the coast, so my galley should be able to just sail up and attack them, which is fantastic. Okay, Hong Kong's units have got 9 turns on them. That's not great, but I believe the other ones are even worse. Yeah, 3 turns on Brunei. I don't have enough faith at the moment to be getting Himiko back, so we'll keep an eye on that one. Industry though, Pearls industry. Okay, that's some great merchant points for me. Always go city centre. It's always what they pick. And I say fewer grievances against... I mean, actually, I'm going to say more grievances to the Gaul, because they're the ones with grievances, so the AI are likely to vote that direction. Yes, I got it spot on. Look at that. 2 points for me. These captured lands, they're really good. I mean, the appeal of these tiles, once everything is like not as plundered. Oh, we've got mountains, we've got some proper campus adjacency here. Oh yeah. Actually, that theatre square is already a +3. The forests and we'll be there. Okay, scrap that plan. Never mind. The fun thing is I can actually afford to levy these things by myself. I get to keep the army even without Himiko. That's exciting. The more I think about it, the more that Gaul is actually a really good next target. Their military might, it's not amazing. 184 is very easily takeable. And they've only got 3 techs more than me. And I am absolutely racing through this now. 62 science per turn. That's incredibly accelerating as we go through. The Congo are 7 techs ahead and they are the tech leaders. So I'm back in this. I think we've weathered out the beginning shock of this playthrough, which is always and was always going to be just the absolute power that the AI was going to have by being a turn, well, in a whole era ahead. In the meantime, I'm very happily building industries, just improving my lands generally. Look at this beautiful little triangle now I've got. Feudalism's on the way. Very exciting indeed. The Congo are just unwittingly fueling my war effort. I'll give you a spare luxury, absolutely, and with that money, I shall levy Hong Kong. Thank you very much. Oh, even a crossbow as well. Delightful. Himiko's gone, but she'll be remembered. namely with this massive frickin' relic that she's left. Lovely. Oh my goodness, look at this, 3 inquiry. Oh, extra gold and science. I will take that. Settlers be damned. It was Poland. Oh my goodness, are we going to have a game where Poland is the genuine end boss? I really hope so. Every game I play, Poland... No, this is not necessarily true. Every game I play with Poland in it, if it's a TSL game, they play really, really well. They often beat Russia, they beat Germany, they just wreak havoc and revenge on anything that happened in real life. In World War II, I'm thinking specifically, but... I don't know, something about them appearing in regular games, they never really do very well. So, hoping, fingers crossed, we're going to have a bit of the Polish force. It's that comforting fact that I know I'm going to get a religion because the only person that can compete with me is Congo. Ah, lovely. A holy site gives science adjacency as well? Thank you very much. That's another 3 science per turn. Hey, it all adds up. Also finished the Temple of Artemis because, you know, I got bored. Oh look, Gaul seems to have lost another city. How careless. Amazing thing about removing all of the rainforest is that I've got so many, like, breathtaking tiles. A +3 commercial hub? Yeah, sure. Why not? Taking a military alliance with Byzantium, just biding my time. Byzantium aren't doing particularly well, to be honest. They're not that exciting. But more importantly, they're not particular fans of Gaul. Actually, no, they haven't even met them. Well, never mind. So a little sneaky trick here. I've taken the city once. Let's liberate it. Just for now. And, oh look! What a coincidence. This appears to have doubled my production in all of my cities. No, I don't think so, Gaul. I think we're gonna just strategically just ignore you for now. Oh, don't mind me if I denounce you. You don't worry about that. It's fine. Oh, hello, Hercules. Well, that's an intriguing prospect, isn't it? Especially because I've got double production for a while. I'll just pop in on Hercules. That might be quite fun. Don't mind me also if I just, you know, grab Himiko back. Oh, I love the casual +4. It makes such a difference. Oh, because that's +8 in reality. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm at 100 science per turn. And already in 3rd. Yeah, the computer needed more of a head start, really. I think just to stack with the Monopolies mode, it could be well worth getting reliquaries, just because I've already got some heroic relics and I'm stealing them as I capture cities, so that's quite a nice little combo there. And for good time's sake, let's go for Teve. So this city's mine. The only problem is that keeping it is tough, but we're going to give it a go. Give it a proper go. Come on, Victor. Come do your thing. Oh, Australia. Australia. You really shouldn't have. There's a lovely +4 there. There's a +5 there. Oh, I mean, I just don't know. It's just too good. It's too lovely. Hercules. Hey. Actually, he's well needed. I might just speed up some of my campuses, actually. Even when you're doing well, though, it's always worth keeping an eye on Eurekas. I'm upgrading this archer purely to get metal casting boost, and I've got a 2nd university there. I've already boosted astronomy will happen soon, but printing as well. I'm just sort of getting them all in. I just love the ability to construct +4 campuses just from nothing. Thank you. Double great merchants, that helps me to build my corporations, and I like trade routes as well. I like merchants more than trade routes, so I'll put my votes into that one. No, it didn't work. Somebody else got something else through. Scientists. Yeah. Alright, that seems fine. Every time that I've improved NITA, something's happened to it immediately the turn after. I built this one, and then a flood hit it literally the turn after. I just put a mine down, and now a volcano erupts. Like, I want NITA. Just give it to me. I always forget the joy of culture bombing, but it's real. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Look at these outback stations. Oh, free food, free production. Starting to build them everywhere now, which is quite fun. Getting rid of these, building outback stations here. Oh yes. Australia. My fight in this end though is not going so well. I keep losing the cities. There's musketmen everywhere now because I unlocked them, which is a little bit annoying. And yeah, this is proving tricky. So, I mean, I could just keep liberating them. The production benefit you get is just insane. I might as well just run with it for as long as I can. Besides, at this rate, I'm going to be on flight before you know it. And this city is mine. Rebellion in 9 turns. You know what? I actually can keep that. That's pretty good. So I will. Let's just quickly put you into there. Victor, lovely. It's my safe space. The exciting thing about Yerevan is that you can pick all of the different promotions that you want. So the fact that these two both have debater is no coincidence. Especially important seeing as Byzantium seem to be trying to spread their religion to me. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Normally I would defend myself with Inquisitors, but with Yerevan on side, you're getting nothing but Apostle. One attack with a musketman, which I've just borrowed from a city-state. Hercules will come in for a second attack. Oh, so close. So close. Instantly builds a university and a library. Oh my goodness, Newton. Oh, you came at just the right time. Who's working on a library these days? What about over here? Oh yeah, look at this. The city doesn't have either of them. Beautiful. My apostles are just continuing to smash through all of these missionaries with just wanton disregard for human rights and public safety. Dear oh dear. Oh, actually saying that, there's an apostle here. Ooh. Still though, Hercules will come in, take this city. I think, you know what, should we liberate it? I think we should. Gaul aren't going to keep it, and quite frankly, I could use the double production. Especially, I mean, I've got so much infrastructure to build at the moment, it's ridiculous. Like a university in 2 turns over here, delightful. Holy site in 3 turns, beautiful. This time the Congo and Poland are in a dark age. Interesting. So the Congo just lost this random city. Oh, there's so many just opportunities for us to go and liberate cities. It's wonderful. We love it. We love it a lot. I think Gaul, however, I think we've got to see if we can get some war. Congo will come into war with me. Beautiful. Poland will do it for 2 diplomatic favour as well. This is wonderful. No one likes Gaul. I lost my favourite policy that gives me science and gold, but that's okay. We're doing alright on this one. You can see, weirdly enough, I'm picking up tourists with people now. That's beautiful. I haven't even got a monopoly bonus. It's because I've got 134 tourism per turn. It's only turned 121. Ah dear. At any rate, Newton comes in and boom. There we go. 157 science per turn now. Lovely. How are we doing? Are we catching up? Oh yes, we're in second now. Lovely. Oh, appease the gods. Exciting times. Okay, we've got a couple of tragic units that we can sacrifice to the gods. Some swordsmen over here. I don't need those. And the city is mine again. Lovely. Getting a kill with a musketman as well. That always helps. Switching to theocracy. I'm going to have a bit of a religious scrap here, so this actually may turn out to be a reasonably useful thing. Wars of religion. Hey, it's one of the most helpful policy cards in the game, and really underused most of the time. Wow. The Congo starting to sacrifice people at a drop of their hat. They are up for it. It's like, the game's like, would you like to sacrifice people? And Congo stood there with the knife, the ceremonial knife, drawn already going, yeah, oh, yes, of course, that's why I was doing this, because you told me to, not because I was thinking about doing it anyway. It's a very awkward moment with the Congo there. So as I become a sprawling empire, look, you can see I've got another city, and that is a +5 campus. I mean, the funny thing is, once we've removed that rainforest, that's a charming 3 tile, so that will become a +7 campus. Australia. You know, we must reward the Gaul. They just got their city back. Congratulations! Loyalty pressure was enough for you to get that thing back into your empire. You should be very proud of yourself. That's brilliant. Don't mind me, whilst I just move Himiko back to here and start to fire over at your city. And don't worry about this ever ascending just chaos approaching you. Oh, did you almost lose your city in one go? And are you sieged because I'm bringing a plague with my soothsayer? Oh, funny that, eh? Funny that. And boom. Lovely, that's another city for me. I'm just going to shift Victor over a little bit. Delightful. Quick, sacrifice to the volcano gods. Lovely. There's a lot of sacrifice this time, but we're going to get some crazy powerful soothsayers. This is what happens when you bring Hercules, a siege engine, and a lot of willpower to a city. Ka-chunk. Yeah. I don't think Gaul are going to actually last very long. And actually, look at this. It's a lovely, charming campus there. Oh, how beautiful. They've actually been building a lovely Australian empire for me. 1 and 2. And this city is mine. Rebellion in 3 turns. That doesn't look as reassuring as before. We'll have to see what we can do about that one. Actually, getting to this city is going to be really tricky. They have an incredibly weird sort of water peninsula that I need to get through. I've got this lovely little city down just below my capital now. I think a citrus monopoly must be on the cards by now. I'm very close to doing that, I think. It's these cities. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different sources of citrus here. I mean, a monopoly must be on the cards now. I've even got jade. I've got silk. Oh yes, this is delightful. We like everything that's happening here. Another delightful +3 there. Because don't forget, every time I summon Hercules, I can just go bump 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 and just make all of these campuses. So this is lovely. And I've actually taken the policy card that gives my apostles loads and loads of movement, just so I can chase down all these Byzantine. They're just everywhere. These apostles. I mean, luckily for me, as I say, I've got just every single one of my guys as a debater. I've taken politics as a major. That's all I've done. I want to debate all day. You could say, if my apostles all got together, they'd want to mass debate with each other. Okay, the capital has medieval wars. Those are a little bit tougher than I'm used to, but as soon as I get my plague bearer in, we should, I think, be able to deal with this pretty quickly. Oh, Beowulf! What a surprise! So the plague bearer is in, which is fantastic. That means that the city is now sieged, regardless of whether it actually is or not, which is quite fun. The musketmen can come in and do some damage, and Hercules is just going to hit a couple times just to make sure that we do some damage here. This is good. I think the capital should fall pretty quickly. I may lose this city, but Beowulf's here, and on hand with 72 strength just to knock that one back. Let's have a look at resources then. Citrus, there's 17 on the map. Oh, okay, fine. Maybe a monopoly's not what I expected then. Okay, fine. Mercury, though, is more interesting. I know where 5 of them are. There's one over there, which I was actually about to improve. Oh, and 1, 2. Okay, so actually, if I do that, that gives me 3. So I just need to do 1 more, and I should have a monopoly on Mercury. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Sneaky hint. When you fight Ursa, don't leave your gurus out. Dear oh dear. The city rebelled, and in the same turn, I just take it back. I mean, honestly. Yeah, Hercules, you've been great, but I'm just gonna knock him out, give myself the epic. I've got other units that are in here and ready to fire at the city, so really, I'm not too stressed about the whole thing. And there we go. The capital is mine. And there we go. The first luxury monopoly in the world. I have a monopoly over Mercury of all things. That's quite fun. 80% tourism boost I've got there. Nice. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near enough for me to get winning a tourism victory, but it's fun to have. And whilst all this is happening, I've now got rationalism as well. That's fun. So my science is now 257. I think, yep, I'm a tech leader. 36 techs as opposed to 35. 32 the Basel, 31 and 30. So yeah, we're doing all right actually. That's not bad at all. Especially when you consider that I'm now getting flight, and it's 540 AD. Yeah. Cool. I'm happy with this. This is This is good. This is fine. You know, once we broke the back of Gaul, they really couldn't fight too much. Hercules, no, Beowulf I should say. That's the final blow. And they're out. 2 down, 3 to go. You know, I'm starting to think that the Deity AI kind of, they needed a bigger head start, because I am now winning everything except religion. 36 techs. Congo are now next. They're on 36 as well. I only have 242 military though. That's, you just don't get the feeling that's going to be enough. I think we may have accidentally taken over Constantinople's religion. Yeah, turns out our Yerevan Apostle run is pretty damn powerful. Hercules is back on the scene. He's just going to quickly build some campuses and then he'll jump to the front line with his 78 strength. I would love it if someone declared war on me, so I'm actually going to declare war on Hattusa and try and trigger a city-state emergency. That for me would be the best result here. Less grievances for me would be fantastic, as well as more trade routes. I think grievances would be the best thing for me. Let's see if we can force that one through. Yeah, we did. 2 more points. We're actually still winning a diplomatic victory. And I've just settled this delightful city just in the... It's just below Arthur's seat. Look at these yields, but also mercury and 2 doses of silver. Monopolies ahoy. Halicarnassus has been built. Great engineers will now be super powerful, as well as the fact that I've now got flight. All of these things, very, very interesting for me. This is amazing. There is literally nothing that Byzantium can do here. I have got them totally surrounded. Totally surrounded. I lost Beowulf, but I took Hattusa. I'm really hoping that literally the only major thing to come from that is that I get a military emergency declared on me. If that's the case, I get double production, and that is very fun. Stop leaving all your apostles out. Oh yeah. As you can see, I'm now building armories because I've just unlocked steam power, railroads. Oh, it's my favourite time of the game. I'm going to build so many military engineers. But to be fair, it's actually quite essential because this map is huge. Absolutely huge, and I'm struggling to get around. I'm also building a lot of aerodromes because I need planes. I've got radio coming now, I'll get some aluminium in, and then we'll get some bombers. I don't know how I'm the first person to circumnavigate the world, but for a primordial map, there is not much water. It's amazing. I did put the sea level on low, but even still, I feel like this is a hilariously extreme map. I love it. It's been a really cool map. Oh my word, Laventa. We can make colossal heads. We can get loads of tourism. Oh, how have we not found these guys already? That's brilliant. It's a painful expense, but seeing as I've got Teve working so well, I can afford the 1,515 gold that it takes to buy Hong Kong through. That's pretty good. I'm building the Grandmaster's Chapel. It occurred to me that maybe that's not the best option in this particular game. I could be getting the city-state building, but I think actually I don't mind that as an option. Here we go. Here of military emergencies. I'm going to vote against them, but very, very like meh. I kind of want them to go through. There we go. Oh, Congo has declared war on me. Fantastic. That is the best possible situation that could have happened. So now I've got double production in all of my cities, every single one of them, which is lovely. Bandar Brunei just declared war on me, I think. I think it was just stolen, which is highly annoying. Let me just double check with that. Yeah, Basil has just stolen that one from me. Okay, they didn't actually have much military left, but we'll ignore that. Look, I've got Moyen. Isn't he great? He's going to put some silver down, hopefully, and I can try and get another monopoly. Where's the silver? Oh, I've almost got a silver monopoly as well, actually. That's intriguing. The other 2 pieces are over there. Okay, well, that's the easiest way of getting there. I don't... Oh, I could send a settler from over here. Okay, that's not the worst thing in the world, actually. That's a good option. Oh, hi, Mulan. Don't worry about all these apostles coming towards Polish land. They're fine. It's all good. Already the siege tower is in. Hercules is right by the walls. Knock, knock. Let me in. So 1 aluminium is under that campus already. That's brilliant. There's another aluminium over there. And a 3rd aluminium already by my capital under the... Okay, great. So we're going to have plenty for planes. We've got already enough to put about 6 planes into the ground. That's... Into the ground? Hopefully not into the ground, into the air. That's the total opposite of what I want to do. It's tempting to let this wonder finish, but I don't know how many turns it's got. It looks pretty complete, but I think there's a lot of roof to go onto that thing, so we're not going to wait around. Okay, the usual trick of putting the luxuries in the desert. Typically you get better results. So far, proving very true. Diamonds and incense as 2 options here. Incense and diamonds are both not actually available as options, so that's pretty cool. Don't mind me while I just stack up on military engineers. Oh wow, not often that the enemy apostles are actually stronger than mine. Interesting. Okay, I'll let them attack into me then, and we'll use numbers to overpower here. The Congo have Renaissance walls. That's unfair. I wonder what we're going to do about those. Quickly bring in religious orders, because this is quite important that we stack this up nicely. I believe I am already a theocracy, aren't I? Yeah. Good. That's wonderful. In fact, actually, they've just bought an apostle in and left themselves open to a bit of a counter-attack there. They should not have done that. Sorry, Poland. I'm ignoring you now because, quite frankly, my religion's better than yours. That's a bit better. Here we go. Bang. Alright. We're slowly starting to defeat these Polish apostles now. Their religion won't last long, especially because I've got reinforcements over in this direction, which are making their way in just very quickly. Oh, here we go. It's railway time. A little bit of coal, a little bit of jade. Byzantium gives me the money, which I thank them for very wholeheartedly. And using that money, I buy myself a bomber. Oh yeah. Stop leaving your apostles out and about. It's just not going to work for you. Oh yes. Oh, actually, I think I just converted one of the Congo cities. Oh yeah, I was wondering what was going on there. I say that, but actually I would quite like them to put more apostles out, so I'm just whinging. Really, I'm whinging without cause. Oh, hello, there's something. Let's see how a bomber does against these walls. Oh yeah, pretty well. This game, actually, it's going to end pretty soon, actually. I'm starting to win a culture victory now because of my luxury resource advantage and the fact that no one's really pumping out much culture apart from Byzantium, and Byzantium are the people that actually have no resistance against my culture. But look at this. This is the intriguing thing as well. If I can convert Poland and I take the Congo out of the game, which I'm likely to do in the next sort of 20 turns or so, then I actually am going to end up winning a religious victory totally by accident. Yeah. I mean, you can tell a game's gone well when the AI starts an entire era above you. Like an entire era. And we still manage to accidentally fudge a victory. Amazing. Plus, my railways are now starting. This is the ultimate late stage of the game. Can I just say, I think they've improved the railway animation because they look a lot better now. Although actually I do have the graphics up a little bit higher than I did before. Maybe that's what it is. Ignore me, I've just figured it out. I'm just being stupid. We've lost our religious bonus, which is a shame, but Heartbeat of Steam is 47 extra production right now for us because of our crazy camper shield, so I'll take that. That's pretty good. 14 production, 14 science in the capital, for instance, which of course is being doubled because why not Australia? I've saved up a couple of these great merchants for some corporations. That's what I'm going to do now. It's the wonderful Ursa Ryan's shiny balls. Of course it is. Lovely pearls resource, that one. And here we go. Ursa Ryan's brown droppings. Lovely Trupples Corporation. I'm luring their apostles out by actually doing the boring thing and manually converting all of their cities now. But it's worked because I've now got this apostle has reared its face. 1 attack followed by 2 attacks. We should be converting more of these cities now. Oh yes, in fact actually that should be Poland and fully converted now. Bomber's doing a fine job. Look at all that. Walls are now dead. There's no need to rush this. Actually, my muskets have now got a digger upgrade, which is just delightful. That is the capital taken. Yoink. Don't mind if I borrow this, do you? Especially not, seeing as the siege tower is now fully in as well, and Beowulf can just attack immediately as long with my other hero. Oh, look at that. The city's already on half health. Oh, don't buy me, by the way, I now have a 225% luxury resource monopoly, so I'm going to win in 41 turns, and quite frankly, I haven't even thought about putting down colossal heads everywhere. This is just pure coincidence that I'm doing so well. Actually, I could build walls. I'm pretty close to being able to get tourism out of walls. That would speed that up a little bit. Oh, and canticles. Oh, lovely. We can get some cultists now. So we've got the city sieged. This is a digger now. Oh, diggers are so cool. They're so powerful. But Beowulf's got the edge at the moment, so I'll just quickly do that attack. And then can Beowulf finish it off? Not quite. Is it worth bombing this thing? Yeah. Yes, it is. Let's just bomb it. And then Beowulf should be able to get that kill now. No. Oh, it's proving stubborn. Here we go. The Ursa Shiny Fluids Corporation. There's absolutely no way I'm going to keep this city. It's just tragically bad. But I want these 2 silver. Oh, I'm going to have to give it a try. We go, switching over a bit. Limes and logistics to put the railroads and the walls up. We've got production, we've got science. I think we should treat ourselves to something else that's quite fun. Let's go to public works because I'm just improving all those luxuries up. That's the most important thing for me at the moment. Mari is almost dead. That's fantastic. I need his heroic relic, so that's a good one. Let's just get Beowulf to charge right to the front line and we can start to bomb this city immediately. Yeah, that's not going to last very long. Yet again, Poland leave. They leave an apostle out just for me to come and munch on. Hang on, if I just do this and then bump. I'm pretty sure that's all of their religion gone now, apart from in Plock. I'm gonna make sure there's no coming back. How's Byzantium doing? Are they still plentiful worshippers of my religion? Yes, of course they are. Beautiful. Deliberately killing my heroes. It's a tactic. I promise. With this city. It's actually quite interesting now. What's going to win first? Am I going to kill the city first, or am I going to convert it? Who knows? Yep, with that, I don't believe the Congo have any other cities. We'll just double check. No, they may have a couple of cities extra, actually. Annoyingly, my city seems to have they've come out of order slightly. That's really annoying. Oh dear, I'm so immature. Look at this. Bombard Corps just appears as if from nowhere. Along with an observation balloon as well, don't forget that. In comes the digger. Boom. City's now mine as well. I've just got to find this other Congo city, which is down here somewhere. Oh, doesn't actually appear to have walls. That's a bit of a mistake. Oh man, I'm going to give this a go, but it's just not going to work. Rebellion in 5 turns. Ugh. Victor, get in there quickly. Oh, there are the walls. They just appeared very suddenly, and my digger almost died. Whoop. Just unlocked mass media, which is Christo Redentor, and I'm very close to getting Eiffel, so I'm just saving my faith up, and then I can get Christo Redentor in, and that will take a huge enlightenment penalty away from my tourism accumulation. In the meantime, the bombing commences down here once more. We're voting for city centre and great merchants because that typically is 2 things that people tend to vote for. I don't know if we will win this one. Let's just double check that. City centre and no admirals. All right, that's fine. I think diplomatically we're doing all right. We're on 6 points. Religiously, as I say, it's literally just the Congo. And then we've won that one. Domination, we've got the capitals. Overall, you can see science. I'm on 47 techs as opposed to 41. I'm way ahead now. Absolutely way ahead. The Congo and Byzantium have actually lost all their army. I don't know what Byzantium has done with all its army, but it just seems to have almost stopped. I mean, sure, if that's how you play the game, then I'm not going to complain. You can only beat what's in front of you after all. This digger, oh, it's not quite powerful enough. All right, let's give it amphibious. Why not? Well, hey, another military emergency. If people go to war with me, that would be brilliant. Do it, failed. Oh, people are rubbish. But look at this. We've actually now got the opportunity to get a cultural alliance with Byzantium, which means that this city now is fully loyal and happy. Isn't that just glorious? Let's get more silver in, just improve my monopoly on silver just a little bit more. You can see I'm 1 away from getting monopoly there. We've got mercury monopoly, diamonds, and incense. Incense and diamonds I spawned in, so that was a total cheat. But there we go. We've now got a great engineer as well. That's awesome. Can I build in Crystal Redentor? Of course I can. Of course I can. In it goes. Not that I believe it really matters, seeing as with this digger coming in and attacking the city, I believe I win a religious victory. Because of course I do. What better way to win a religious victory than literally cleansing the world of the non-believers? I guess it's a very crusade-y way of doing it, isn't it? Damn you! You don't believe in the one true faith? Off with your head! Ah, oh, dear, Charles de Gaulle. Look at that. Look at that. Buildings construct. I mean, we were just absolutely on fire that game. Absolutely on fire. When we have a look at how much of how behind we were, it took until turn 70-ish to not be in last place on culture. And the only reason for that was because I'd killed England. That's the only reason. It took us to the same time. Yeah, literally, so killing England, you can see I was dragging along at the bottom. The computer had over 50 science, like very early into the game. And I had to go, ooh, kill, 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 kill. You can see me taking out England, then taking out Gaul, and then finally taking out the Congo. Slowly but surely. I think, hang on, we need to look at the most important graph. There we go, total religions founded. Interesting. Interesting. Actually, having Congo in the game, that changed the game utterly, because you can see how late my religion came. It was like turn 100. It reached that point where, because I'd killed a couple of people, I killed England really quickly, there was not enough people in the game to take that last religion, so it was guaranteed to be mine, stress-free. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. Oh, a glorified barbarian. I'm sorry, I'm not a glorified barbarian. I just come from a land down under. Thank you again to Inquisitive Otter for making this mod. It was brutally difficult, but just as a little challenge for you, can you come up with something a bit harder? Because, you know, when I put my mind to things, yeah, Australia's got my back, Curtin's got my back, turn 173, and I would like to point out here, because people are going to go, oh, Ryan got a religious victory, that's the rubbish victory. Well, look at it this way, I am currently 10 techs ahead on science, which means I was going to win a science victory. I had a culture victory imminently happening. The only reason I wasn't getting a culture victory faster is because I keep killing people. A domination victory, I'm now 3 capitals to the good. I've only got to take Poland and Byzantium, of which Byzantium has no army for whatever reason. So just remember that. And I've got bombers. I could just railroad my way down to Byzantium and bomb 2 cities to get to Constantinople, and Krakow is actually, Poland would be more difficult. They have a whopping 191. But the gold I've got coming in per turn, I've got enough bomber force, I would win by turn 210, I reckon, probably. And diplomatically, I actually was winning that as well. So, you know, I think we were doing all right. Yeah, Otter, bring me something harder. I'd also want to point out quickly as well that there's about 10 YouTubers all taking this challenge on the same day. Have a look in the comments below. I've got links to all of their channels. You will have heard of some of them. You won't have heard of others. It has been an absolute pleasure to be part of such a esteemed company. Thank you so much for including me. I really hope that this is the start of many more collaborative projects to come. Finally, again, come to my Discord. You can have this exact map file to have a go yourself. You know, prove to yourself that even starting an era behind, you too can take on the Deity AI. It's fine. I know I started 10 techs behind, but ultimately, I'm now 10 techs ahead. If I can do it, you can too. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in and made me breakfast. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson and Salty Tech for all of your support on Patreon, as well as everybody else who's joining the community and making this place a fantastic space to be. Thank you guys, you keep me going.